Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
Stay frosty indeed, as always. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews, the live stream in effect for Friday, the 11th of February, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Ian K, creator, producer, and host of Peep This Out Reviews. Of course, welcome to the live stream once again. Great to see all of you guys. Everyone's going to be filing in just a second. A bunch of you guys in the lobby here already lighting it up. Super excited with the Super Bowl weekend at hand right now, guys. We were on the kind of Super Bowl weekend eve, so to speak. Very excited for Super Bowl Sunday. It's going to be a lot of fun. Just kind of zoning out, being in front of the big screen, just watching the game. Whoever wins, we'll see what happens. But it is great to have you guys in here right now. Give me that thumbs up. Let me know you can hear me okay and see me okay. And we will just get everything going from there. Granted, I don't see anything going on here. You guys letting me know that you can hear me, actually. So far, it seems to be okay. Let's see, DCM, am I rooting for the Bengals or the Rams? You know, naturally, I live here in LA, so of course I would love to see Los Angeles do it. I'd love to see the LA Rams do it. But I just want to see a very awesome game. I just want to be entertained. I really want it to be close and really just kind of a nail biter as I'm doing my thing. Noel, my sister, mi familia, is joined as well. Hello, hello, hello. Big hugs to you, big sis. And let me start from the very top over here. Guys, it's been a crazy couple of weeks. I'm coming off of 10 reviews in 11 days, including the live stream from last week. So I told you guys I was busy. There was a lot of content that came out naturally, and there's a lot more to come as the week goes on. Honestly, there is just so much that is, this month is going to be literally probably one of the biggest months I've ever produced for stuff. You've got a lot to look forward to for sure, including one coming tomorrow, which should wrap up a little bit of a series, which I'm sure you guys are wondering, where is this particular one? I'm not going to give you any hints. 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you'll see what it is. Let's see who we've got here in the chat in the very beginning. Annette Cervantes, welcome, welcome, welcome. Great to see you on here right now. Mike, sup? Erna, what's going on? I know it's going to be all Whitney Houston songs for you this hour. Erna, just so you all know, Erna785 is our 80s music aficionado. Good times across the board. Thank you so much for joining, Erna. Lord Darkside in effect as well. Thanks so much for jumping on. Rerum Trading, first to say first. Yes, that's very true, actually. You are the first to say first right there. Most people like to be the very first person and put first right away. So you definitely snuck it under the wire there. Nicely done, Rerum. I appreciate you. That's awesome. Randy Molina, in effect, thanks so much for jumping on. Erna, can we please have a moment of silence in the beginning of the stream for the 10th anniversary of Whitney Houston? Yes, I think we should do that. And we will start that right now. If you guys want to put some prayer hands up in the chat over here, that would be beautiful. Celebrating the beautiful soul that was Whitney Houston. Her music will live on forever. And we'll do a little bit less than a minute here. Let's give it a shot over here for Whitney Houston. I appreciate the love and support. We have an amazing family here in the chat, as you can see. A lovely situation. I appreciate you for doing that there. Erna, I'm sure appreciate you as well. Thank you so much for doing what you do, Erna, as always. And shout outs up above to Whitney Houston for sure. Will always live on forever. Beautiful music as always. Timeless music regardless. Really, really good stuff there. DCM Entertainment, thank you so much for jumping on. I am back. Nice to be on here again with you, Ian. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And guys, I love all the prayer hands. Thank you so much. That is a lovely situation. Let's see if we can match the amount of prayer hands with the amount of likes on this stream down below. Smash that like button, and we'll have this one trending up there pretty nicely. Great to have you guys on here. Right now, let's see who else we've got in effect as we're going down. Trav tries in effect. Ian streaming always confirms it's Friday. Barring any unforeseen circumstances, yes, Trav, as you know. And I saw you launched your Big King review. I got to take a look and see what you thought of that one there. Naturally, that was, and the reason why I'm not re-reviewing that burger, because naturally I've done it already and I don't want to do that one again. That was the actual last review I did before I went into the hospital. And I had to take care of a very serious life-threatening issue, and that was very hard for me to watch. I haven't watched that video since, and I probably won't watch that one again. But the Big King XL is what it was called, and that was the last video that I did before that incident happened. So I can't do it. I can't rewatch that one there because of how bad I looked in that personally and how I was feeling that day on top of it. I was just trying to distract myself. It was a very bad day. But You guys have that, I guess, to enjoy. But that's a little bit of the backstory with that one there. So definitely want to take a look at what Trav thought of the Big King XL, or the Big King as they're calling it now, with the new lettering, the logo stuff there. Jump on over to Trav Tries, of course. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. We've got amazing peeps here in the foodie community. You'll see them peppered all throughout the stream here, hopefully. Anyone who may be creeping in the back, make yourselves known. Definitely let the audience know you're here. Let us know what you're working on, what you've got coming up, anything you'd like to share. It is one big happy family regardless here. It's really, really great to be here with you guys as well. Shout outs to Buzz7332 jumping in there with the first super chat donation of the channel, and that always segs me right into the fact that should you guys wish to do the same thing and become an official sponsor of the channel, or even a patron down below for a monthly contribution, there's a lot of good stuff to do to help support what I do. Definitely take a look at the first pinned comment if you're watching this on the replay, but naturally in the description right now we'll have some details on how you can donate to the channel here with super chatting in the chat. But keep in mind, YouTube does take a little bit from you to do that. But anything and everything that you guys would like to do, it's entirely up to you. I appreciate you greatly. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All of you guys will be listed down below as official sponsors of the channel, of course. And I love doing it every single week for you guys. This is just so much fun to do. Scott Messerschmidt, thanks for jumping on, saying hello to everybody else as well. Guys, we've got 2 reviews tonight, something that I've been planning on, and naturally with Super Bowl weekend coming up on Sunday, it's going to be a lot of fun. I know you guys are super excited about it. It's a big eating day for me, and yes, Annette, I'm all about the pizza situation. I've already solidified the plans on what we're going to be having that day. It's going to be fun. There's going to be chips, dips, there's going to be pizzas, there's going to be wings. It's going to be a very lovely, lovely situation. I've been saving up my calories literally like, you know, every day to try and get this ready to go. In addition to actually, speaking of calories, and I'll get back to the chat here, you guys may have seen I posted last Friday, I ended up going to In-N-Out doing that 6 levels of onions on an In-N-Out burger, all 6 versions of onions, which was a beautiful thing, I gotta tell you. So I posted some pictures up on my Instagram. You guys can post or see that there. It was originally on story, but you'll find the video as well as some pictures on my IG. It's at Peep This Out Reviews on Instagram. You guys should be subscribed to that there. Let's see here. Going down the line. Let's see if we can shoot down Ed Keaton. Thanks so much for jumping on. I appreciate you. Drew's Food Reviews. Great to see you as well. Great to see everybody here. Max Miles per M95, what's going on? Michael Domeyer in effect. All my day ones, all my amazing people here in the chat. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're feeling well. I hope life is treating you as good as it possibly can with everything that we've still got going on. Definitely a crazy situation across the board. Shawnee Mack, what it do, big dog? Thanks so much for jumping on. I appreciate you being here. DCM Entertainment, it feels like a very long time since I've been on here. It's okay. I appreciate you either way. Jay Nepper in effect. Eminem, there you go. Jason Noel, favorite Super Bowl snack, Ian? Yes, anything. I gotta be honest, anything. Pretty much what pizza, though, is probably gonna be the thing. I mean, naturally, Velveeta cheese with Rotel, any type of chips and things, that stuff like that as well with cheesy dips. Anything like that is always amazing. 7-layer dips. What do you guys think of 7-layer dips? Is it really 7 layers when you think about it? I'm thinking there's a bean layer, a guacamole layer, a sour cream layer, and a cheese layer. And tomatoes, I guess, counts as a layer. Where are the other 2 or 3? What is that? Is that just the term generically 7-layer dip? What do you guys think? Let's get the conversation going over here. Lord Voldemort, chips, dips, chains, whips. There you go. You're thinking about weird science. I was actually thinking that, but I didn't want to go there. But now that we just went there, that's a movie you should watch every once in a while. And I did actually a few weeks ago with some family. It was pretty awesome. I got to admit. Classic Anthony Michael Hall back in the day. Annette, same here, ready to eat pizza, eat a bunch of jalapeno poppers and nachos. All of the above. You already know what it is. And again, Buzz, thank you again for that super chat donation. Saying hello to everybody here in the chat. Happy Friday, everyone, one and all. Hopefully you guys are finding the stream to your liking so far, because we're getting started here. We're killing a little bit of time. Saying hello to each and every one of you guys before we get into the first review. Drew, sounds like a good time for everyone for food. Absolutely. It always is. Always is. You don't really need an excuse to have a lot of things to eat on a particular event day, whatever it may be. But the Super Bowl is probably one of the biggest days. I think it's probably the biggest day for pizza. I think, and I want to say, can you guys confirm that for me? Drop some comments here in the chat over here. Let me know if that's actually one of the things for that today. If that's one of the things that you think is true with pizza. Is it like the biggest selling day for pizza? I think it is, personally. Let's see here. Ed Keaton. Oh, man, I'm so sorry to hear that. because of the situation we're dealing with around the world right now. I lost my friend to COVID-19. Man, shout outs to Ed Keaton. I apologize for that. If you guys want to throw some prayer hands up in the chat, it's definitely been a rough going for our boy Ed Keaton over here. But if you guys could, you know, just please, 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 I really appreciate that. Shout outs to Ed. I hope you're doing as well as you could, as much as you can. I'm going to do my best to keep you distracted somewhat tonight. But again, I do apologize for hearing that. That's not a cool thing. SG Sports Talk channel, hello. Thank you so much for jumping on. Hello, hello, hello. I see you. Randy Molina, go LA Rams for winning the Super Bowl 56. We'll see. And SG Sports Talk wants to see the Bengals win. Somebody's going to win. Who is it going to be? Do you know anyone who's going to be at the Super Bowl? No, I don't. Not a one. And personally, I would not test it right now, to be honest. I really am not into that right now, going to those types of events just yet. Scott Messerschmidt, heart-shaped biscuits at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's. Plus, don't forget the heart-shaped pizzas coming back out from all of the pizza joints mostly. I believe it's Pizza Hut, Papa John's. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know if Domino's has ever done that. Has Domino's ever done a heart-shaped pizza? It's usually pepperoni. You know, the typical ones there as well. Larry Nguyen, can you say happy birthday to my girlfriend? I'd love to. What's her name? Larry, drop it in the chat over here. Lord took a 3-hour nap before the stream because I was so tired. Well, I'm glad you're well rested, hopefully. Thank you so much for jumping on. All right, jumping on down here. It looks like, okay, we got my chat's moving over here. I'm going to shoot on down the line over here. Jason Callan, what's doing? One of my very first reviews of my friend's movie that comes out today. Second Age of Aquarius is the name of the movie. I now have a critic credit on my IMDb for the very first time. That's very cool, Jason. Congratulations. That's awesome. That's awesome. KBD Productions TV in effect. Jumping on here. I appreciate you, Ken. Happy Super Bowl weekend to you. Great to see you on here. RDR Food Reviews in the house. You already know what it is. I told you guys, we got a lot of amazing peeps in the foodie community that are jumping on here right now. They are the real deal. I appreciate you guys making yourselves known. You all have fans. Absolutely, every single one of you guys. KBD Productions, Ken Domik, of course. Legendary, of course, on YouTube, putting out some crazy killer quality content for years. And a very close personal friend, I must say. A very, very awesome dude. RDR Food Reviews as well. Amazing content. You guys are major contributors to the foodie community, and we thank you for it. It definitely is something that you scratch my back, I scratch yours type of thing. Everybody's playing off each other. Great to see you guys on here again. And again, I hope you guys finding the stream and you're well and you're healthy and you guys are doing okay. Dom's World, thanks so much for jumping on. The Twix Brownie from Little Caesars looks so good. Yes, I got to tell you, that was a lot of fun. Actually falling across that. I didn't plan on doing that review that day. That was one of those pivot videos that I was talking about. But speaking of which, 11 videos in the last 10 days, guys. I mean, there has been, like I told you, I've been machining out content and just getting things going while I'm dealing with things with my mom and while we're trying to just navigate a lot of craziness. It's been keeping my head sane, keeping me going together. But just to break it down real quick here with the content, going all the way back, I guess Yoshinoya's Japanese udon noodles was actually a fun thing to check out there. Going right into the menu hacks, the surf and turf from McDonald's. Interesting situation on that one there. We have the Cantina Crispy Chicken Tacos, both versions of those in one video from Taco Bell. Swung back on over to McDonald's, not necessarily in that order, but they were filmed all out of order, naturally, for these. These have all been done for a little bit, especially the McDonald's ones. The hash brown McMuffin, and of course the nacho tiny tacos on that one as well, which is a very interesting thing. That actually was filmed last weekend, believe it or not. That went up very, very early here in Southern California, but I just wanted to kind of spread out the menu hacks, and there was just so much to put out. I was literally contemplating putting out 2 videos in one day, but I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to keep this stretched and let things breathe a little bit. So the nacho tiny tacos, a lot of fun checking those out, and there'll be another variation you're going to see very soon that's already done here on the channel for the bacon loaded variant of them as well. Cookie dough brownie with Twix was the pivot video. That was something I came across on my way back from somewhere else. And naturally, that was a very long filming day for me, actually, because there was a lot of other things going on for stuff you're going to see this week coming up, and one shortly the week after. There's been so much activity, guys. It's been very, very busy here. So naturally, that was an interesting one. Very good in terms of that brownie action, I got to tell you. Pretty tasty on that one. Those things are pretty banging, I'm sure. You guys probably know by now. It's out everywhere. Wendy's dropped their spicy honey chicken, hot honey chicken goodness. as well. So pretty nice on that one. I'm not sure if I'm going to go back to do the breakfast one. Those things are always kind of hit or miss with me in terms of me being able to do those. And with all my content that I've got right now, if I can swing back within the promo time to do that one, I might. But it's very hard for me to do morning stuff. I got to be honest. Trav tries. I think you can relate, right? And then, of course, today, Flaming Hot Cool Ranch Doritos Locos Tacos Supreme, the biggest mouthful of a title ever. For a taco product over at Taco Bell, naturally, and delicious stuff all around with the supreme goodness. So really, really good. You'll find another version of that coming down the line, process of elimination, of course. No shortage of content, quality goodness for you here on the channel, of course, contributing to the community, along with all the amazing peeps in the house right now. So very awesome stuff. And again, more coming this week. Like I said, this is going to be probably one of the biggest months ever on my channel with content. There's just a lot of stuff. So back to the chat. Then we'll get into one of the first reviews. Jackie Hero Food Reviews. Thank you for jumping on. Jacob Hernandez. Pete, my name is Jacob. Thank you so much for jumping on, man. I appreciate it. Tiffany Shields. Did you see the first pics of Black Adam? Yes, the new We Need Heroes spot that just came out. I saw that this morning, was banging. I can't wait to watch those films. All of them, including the Batman. Of course, I'm super excited about Batman. Min Lee, what's going on? Lord Voldemort, Chips and Dips, Chains and Whip. There we go. We're getting caught up again. And again, I appreciate Ken and RDR making their appearances known. Thank you so much for being here. Misty Smith. Ian, I'm sorry my phone is glitching, so tomorrow I'll be getting a new phone. Hey, no worries. No worries. I'm contemplating the new Galaxy S22 Ultra. We'll have to see. I'm trying not to get the itch, because I just keep thinking, you know what, maybe one more year. There's not too much different than what with the phone that I have. But you know, we'll have to see. Who knows? I'll let you know. You'll find out here on the stream if I do that. But awesome, Misty, I appreciate you. Either way, these replays are available to you the next day typically. In this case, it's going to be Super Bowl Sunday for this one, because I have a regular review. I got to get all that content out because that's a lot on my laptop right now. So you'll see a new review tomorrow, and then this replay will be up on Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday at noon, which is actually going to be a half hour before kickoff time East Coast, because it starts around 3:30 or so. So it'll be 3 o'clock your time East Coast, 12 o'clock Pacific here. And that goes for you too, Ken, if you want to watch that one. Erna, 785, Super Chat donation. I appreciate that. Dropping down below, an official sponsor of the channel. Erna, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you as well. Let me see here. My chat is jumping over. Let me try and get caught up towards the bottom if there's anything question-wise that I'm seeing. Jay Nepper can't count past 4, so I'm guessing that it's a full 7 layers of dip. I'll take that. I'll take that. For me personally, it's never exactly 7. I don't know why, and maybe that the little small amount of tomato layer, which I don't even eat anyway, I just kind of scoop those out. We'll have to see if that's the case. Let's see here. Sebasti, thanks so much for jumping on. Good evening to you as well. Hope things are going well for you and yours. Doing the best that we can. I appreciate you guys for jumping out here. All the prayer hands as well for Ed. You guys are, this is one of the reasons we have such an amazing community of people here that really throw up the emojis, and it says a lot. It means a lot. I appreciate you guys for doing that for sure. Let's see. DCM was watching your May 31st, 2019 live stream on S'mores Oreos. Someone said when banning the word on the channel, I think they should be Justin Timberlake. Bring the very well said, very well said. But you know what? YouTube is what it is. I don't know what else to say about that. But yes, I hear you. A lot of my classic stuff, I haven't seen that in a very long time. But of course, those will live on forever there. Have you seen it? The final episode of Boba Fett? Yes, I definitely saw it. Was fine. Good. Worked well as a regular middle episode stuff, but did not work as a season finale episode that might feel even more underwhelming. You know what? It felt like kind of a commercial for The Mandalorian season 3, which is okay because obviously they're related in what they're involved with, of course. But I thought it was a little too much focus. I think when the episode shifted to Mando, they really probably could have like kind of peppered that out a little bit without having so much of that type of content. But it's just getting people's, they're getting your appetites ready for season 3, and the way they ended this one, you know exactly what's going to kind of happen somewhat in terms of who's back together and that type of thing. So not to spoil it, but it was a great episode. I enjoyed it. But seeing a certain evil villain from the Clone Wars was banging. I got to tell you, the live action version was pretty cool with that. I got to tell you. Jeffrey Strogan, hopefully I said that correctly. How you doing, my friend, my fellow reaction buddy? Let's see what we got here. And just reacted to another one of your videos. And also, hi, hey, I appreciate you. Which video did you react to? I'll take a look and see. But I appreciate you jumping on here, Jeffrey. Thank you so much. It means a great deal. Let's see. Min Lee can't wait for the Super Bowl. Definitely. Oh, Lord. Has anyone seen the new Jurassic World Dominion trailer? Oh, my God. That's 3 minutes of just ridiculous awesomeness. Ridiculous awesomeness. Lord, you just set it off right there. I got to tell you, insane. I am so excited for that film. It's already long overdue anyway, but I cannot wait. Just seeing the footage of all the original peeps together from the original trilogy of films, oh my God, it's going to be the definite send-off or whatever they're going to do from this point on, because naturally they're going to keep continuing with these films in some way. I can't wait. I cannot wait. It's an amazing trailer. It just looks, it's stunning. I mean, everything in terms of the story, in terms of what they're doing, the whole stuff with the snow and, you know, all that stuff of where they are and what you're going to see, it really gets me set up for the film. I can't wait to check it out. Ben, will you try Wendy's Hot Honey Chicken Biscuit? We will see. We will see. There is a lot. Literally, I can almost put one out again a week next week again, and I'm trying to kind of space it a little bit. It's going to be a crazy situation, just so you know. And Larry Nguyen, yes, I know, halal guys. If you know, I wish I had a dedicated team that can just film me doing my stuff and just editing it for me. I would love to do that, to be honest. At some point in time, I think I would love to be able to do that. That would be able to get things out a lot quicker in the way that I like to do them and giving you that quality and not sacrificing any of the stuff that I like to do for you guys just to do that. But we'll have to see if one day that does make it onto the channel. Believe me, I'd like to. Very cool. Just reacted to my newest video. Okay, cool. Cool, Jeffrey. I appreciate that. Let's take a look and see what we've got over here. Man, I'm trying to get caught up in the chat. It is crazy. We've got 57 amazing peeps listed here, but it's actually more on my side. It always is. It just seems to be delayed or for some reason. But I appreciate all of you guys being here. In about 2 minutes, we're going to jump into the first review of the night. Let's see here. Actual game doesn't start until 6:30. Yeah, it starts at 3:30 is the kickoff. Typically, I believe 3 o'clock is the pregame goodness. Halftime show is closer to 5:30ish, I think. I can't wait for that show. I can't wait for that show. It's gonna be awesome. And at Cervantes, I saw that you ate some sort of salmon sushi thing over the weekend, and it looked so good. Was it from a new place? Not so much a new place, but just definitely just awesome stuff just from locally around town. Just locally around town. Good stuff, though. Very, very good stuff. I should probably see about doing some restaurant reviews to some degree. Something along those lines would be good. I am a huge fan of sushi, though. I got to be honest. It's something I don't have enough of, and I'm with all the buffet stuff that's closed out there. I used to love getting that type of stuff as well. I really would like to get back to that at some point in time where it feels safe to do that, so to speak. All right, let's see here. Have you watched Pam and Tommy on Hulu? No, I haven't seen the show. My wife is watching that. Pam and Tommy. Yeah, she's enjoying it, I guess. But you know, it's getting a lot of flack online for obvious reasons. Let's see. You know how we do, boy, Drew's food reviews. Yeah, my old type of reviews back in the day. You already know. Very cool, very cool. Okay, let's see here. A couple more before we jump into the review. Sammy, what's going on? Got 17 grand scholarship. Very cool. Duquesne University for being top student overall. I'm so excited for college. Very nice. Congratulations. That's awesome. Congratulations to you. Celebratory emojis in the chat. Definitely. That's awesome. 17 grand is nothing to sneeze at. That's awesome. That's awesome. Congratulations. All right, going down here. I think we're almost kind of caught up. Tuition is political science. Nice. Mine was broadcast journalism when I was in college, when I got my degree in broadcast journalism, communication degree back in the day. Really, really good stuff. Really good stuff. Uh-oh. Well, what? Did I miss something? Have I? Jay Nepper. Have you seen Mariah's new trailer? It's a double wide. Oh, no. And Annette just put him on blast. Here we go. Jay is on it again. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Have you seen it? Yes, we're just talking about the Jurassic World trailer, Dominion. I love hearing Jeff Goldblum give me his little narration about they have dominion over us. We have dominion over them, but it's the other way around. It's going to be pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Okay, so if you guys are ready for the first review of the night, give me a fire emoji here in the chat. Give me a fire emoji here in the chat. And we'll get this thing started. We'll get you guys get all acclimated for being caught up. So that way, if you're typing away, we'll officially get into the review. Michael Domayer jumping in with fire. Drew, fire. Erna, fire. Lord, fire. Sammy, fire. There is all kind of fire raining down on me right now. Crazy, crazy, crazy. You'd think it would be something crazy fire, right? If you want to see crazy fire, jump over to RDR Food Reviews. That guy, Robert, the videos are crazy entertaining. I love floating eyes. I love all the sound effects. RDR Food Reviews, you already know what it is. I don't have to go any further than that. He is definitely doing it big over on his channel, and he has a lot of fun doing what he's doing. You can tell. You can definitely tell. It is on there, Robert. So shout outs to you, brother. But we got a lot of it here. Okay, cool. We got plenty of them. Flaming hot barbecue Fritos from Drew. We got fires from Jay. We got fires from Min. Erna didn't read my super chat. Hold on. The greatest love of all, saving all my love for you. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Erna, my apologies. Thank you so much for mentioning that. But those actually are pretty amazing songs. I think you know that too there. And obviously they are very, very appropriate for this stream, especially since it's Whitney Houston hour, for the musical choices that are in there. Okay, we got plenty of fire and effect here. So because I'm a big fan of misdirection, and I don't want to tell you guys exactly what I'm doing, I finally found one of the two things that I was looking for here, and I really just happened to cross these naturally. So without further ado, let's just get into it. Bam, sour cream and onion. No heat on this one, but I gotta tell you, the packaging is fire. I love the way this looks right now. Really, really cool. Crispy Bites, layered potato goodies over here. Crispy Bites, layered potatoes. They're new, they're layers. We finally have them over here on the West Coast. And I gotta say, I am totally digging the way that this looks here. This packaging is crisp. It's definitely crazy. Annette's laughing. All the goodies, the calorie count goodie right over there. What do we got here? 22 pieces, 150 calories, 10 grams of fat. We have the usual carbs, all the usual goodies over in here as well. Mr. Jimmy, mi familia, shout outs to you, man. Thank you so much for jumping on. To you and the fam, as always. Hope you're doing all right. Happy Super Bowl weekend to all of you guys. Absolutely. John Mahoney, what it do? Randy Molina, I love Flaming Hot Barbecue Fritos. I haven't seen those. Why haven't I not seen those? Let's see, Drew says layers are not bad. ScottRush.com, oh baby, this is a helpful review to have. I appreciate you for suggesting that this is a helpful one. I try and do my best, enlighten, inform, and entertain to some degree, right? So you guys will learn something. E. Noel, bring those over Sunday. I don't know if they'll make it, if they're as good as what I'm hearing. You know, we'll have to see here, sis, but if I have to get some more, I will. We'll see what we can do over here. They're like poppables. We'll see, but I like the way that these look here, guys. But take a look. This is almost like a real 3D type chip. Kind of not like the Doritos 3D Boo Boo chips, which is kind of like two of the Doritos together puffed out. I kind of like this type of style myself. And sour cream and onion is something that Lay's does extremely well anyway. So let's see how this is. We'll do the aroma test first. I'm not looking inside yet. Sour cream and onion. You guys get the first look. Take a look down below. They look like rigatoni on the bottom. Look at that. Sister, did these look like rigatoni pasta when we were kids? These look like rigatoni. Straight out already. Look at that. These are straight out rigatoni pieces right over here. There goes my dip buying ×3 from Jay Nepper. All right, well, this is what they're supposed to look like here. Okay, they've got some type of layer in the middle of them, and this is what we got. So I know this is going to be pseudo whack. They're not going to look exactly like the picture, but this one's a little bit more hollowed out. There's a few that are a little, wow, there's a, yeah, this is kind of boo-boo here. Let me just try one of these. I'll show you a few more as we go, but let's just see. Layers, sour cream and onion flavored on this here on Peep This Out Reviews live right now here. Unless you're watching the replay, it's live for you. Here we go. It's all right. It's sour cream and onion. It's like the regular potato chips. The shape, though. Come on, I need something that has the definition that shows. Well, that's as close as we're going to get for some of these. They're mostly hollowed out, guys, the way that they're baked. This one kind of looks like it. What do you guys think? It's kind of flattened, though. Doesn't look as perfectly round. I mean, I know they're enlarged to show texture. They always say these things, and it says that really small right there in the middle, enlarged to show texture. Yeah, it is what it is. Let's keep going. They had one job and they broke it, yes. Jay, thank you. Super chat donation jumping in here. You're going to see Jay Nepper in just a second here. Thank you so much, Jay. Doing my best here on the stream. I appreciate you super chat donating, of course. Yeah, these are kind of weak, guys. I got to be honest. This flavor is just okay. The shape is not conducive to really selling me on what this is because they're all mostly hollowed out here. In fact, let me see if I can just get a different one to see here. Yeah, I don't know. Those grooves got you to buy some salt to put in it. Yes, Mr. Jimmy, that's possibly true. That's possibly true. I don't know. Jay, I think you should still get some dip to go with this. The 7-layer or 4-layer, whatever you want to call it. But these are not cutting it. I think I'm still going to stick with my Tostitos Scoops. Those are my all-time favorite, along with their hint of lime. Their chips are pretty awesome. And, of course, anything Doritos based. This is kind of boo-boo, though. It really is. I mean, they're crispy. They're snackable. It's fine. But overall score of 1 to 10 for something like this. And one more just to show you. It's really not very... It's not done very well with these shapes. I know that that's really blowing out with the focus here just a little bit because of my lighting. But you get the point with this one. Sour cream and onion. The flavor is not as deep and rich as I would probably try on some of their other chips. But the shape, it doesn't really work with this too well. So overall... like a 7 out of 10. I mean, it's okay. It's tasty because it's a Lay's chip. The sour cream and onion is there, but it's just a crunchy little snack. Nothing crazy on this one. 7 out of 10. Nothing really crazy with this. We'll have to take a look at something else a little bit later in the stream here, but for this, it's okay. Sis, I may actually bring these over anyway just so you can try them. So it's it is what it is. I don't know. All right. So, what are you going to do? I wanted to do something a little bit different with the chips because it's pre-Super Bowl weekend. And if you guys are watching this naturally live, or if you actually watch this on the replay on the day of at 12 o'clock, and if you decide to actually give those a go, that's just my personal thought, you know, but it is what it is. Not the best flavor. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how the rest goes for that. But again, back to this chat over here. Again, Jay, thanks so much. Shout outs to you for the super chat donation. Again, very generous of you. I greatly appreciate it. As always. Sammy, yes, so now they're adding more air to the bag. Yes. Yeah, Lay's needs to go back to the drawing board. I mean, I really am so tired of paying for bags full of air and half of it or a quarter of it has the product on the bottom. And there's really just these bags of such weird types of sizing that they do with these 4 3/4 ounces. Why don't you just make it 5 ounces? Or, you know, I just don't understand why they do some of these things. And at $4.09 for something like this, which is on sale anyway, for like 2 for $4 or something like that, it's still not, you know, regular price. I mean, I wouldn't pay that at all. Ian, do you know songs? I Want to Dance with Somebody, and Didn't We Almost Have It All? Yes, it's classic. Absolutely. Classic Whitney Houston goodies. Inside shape is half of a star from Ben Nguyen. Yep. I don't know, man. It's not as good as I thought it was going to be. Have you seen it? I haven't seen the trailer to the new Ryan Reynolds and Mark Ruffalo time travel movie, The Adam Project. I've seen still shots of it on social media, but I have not seen the trailer yet. Have to take a look and see what's going on with that. Drew says, add some Cheese Whiz. Jordan, what's going on, my friend? Any chance we'll ever see a review with his shirt off? Hilarious. Hilarious you are, my friend. It's a family show. Let's see here. Annette, hint of lime Tostitos are amazing. Yes, they are. They are really awesome. If they made scoops like that, oh my God, I'd be set. I mean, actually, you could take a scoop with the scoop and then put that with a hint of lime chip and then go for it that way, right? I guess you could do that. Have you seen it? Which original cast member are you most excited to see back in Dominion? Of course, Jeff Goldblum. Sam Neill, of course, is pretty awesome, but he's been in a lot of them in the past. Obviously, the first 3. Actually, no, 1 and 3, actually. And then with this one, it's nice to see him back in. But Jeff Goldblum always was kind of, I think, one of the backbones, if not just like the weird humor that he had, but what he added to the role, you know, of Ian Malcolm. I also loved hearing my name actually on screen whenever they would call him that. I'm like, oh, that's crazy to hear that. It's pretty cool. Michael Domayer, the cheddar cheese ones are better. We shall see. We shall see, Mike. Lester, what's going on? Lay's missed the mark. Yeah, this one, it kind of is what it is. I think anything with cheese is going to be better to begin with. Sour cream and onions kind of a mixed bag, so I can kind of see why it may not exactly hit the mark there. But the shape has to at least, you know, be legit. And none of them on the inside of this, initially they look like rigatoni. They're all kind of mostly hollowed out. So I don't know. Let's see here. Have you seen, do you like Jeff Goldblum in general too or something? Well, no, he's got some pretty cool, awesome roles. The Marvel movies, naturally The Fly, 1986, some of the older stuff that he's done back in the days. He's always been a very solid actor. So naturally, especially in the Jurassic films, the first two, pretty awesome. And then naturally the cameo that he had in the last one, and then obviously this new one where he's more in there as well. We'll have to see. Let me see. Yes, Larry, I know. Rest in peace, Bob Saget. I know. Head trauma. A lot of drama going on there with what had happened with him. It's kind of sad to hear with that. Some of the extensive stuff they were talking about was that his heart was 95% clogged on one side. So he was, you know, due to have some issues there unless that was taken care of, and an enlarged heart on top of it. So very, very sad to hear about that. Really, really bad. Let's see here. Annette Cervantes, thanks. Smash that like button, y'all. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Definitely, please do that. That would be amazing for you guys. Min Lee, what was the fast food that you didn't like? I always come back to that chicken sandwich, the really bad chicken sandwich I did at night at Jack in the Box, man. There's a few things that I've done over the years that are far and few in between because generally it's okay. There was a steak burrito from Taco Bell where it's like they overdumped, like the cap fell off this one ingredient and there was a ton of salt in it. It was like I couldn't really eat it. It was really strong. But those things don't happen too often. They don't happen too often. Shelly, Fly was awesome. Yes, I loved it. Yeah, the 1986 David Cronenberg. It was gross. It was definitely heartbreaking at the end. Very, very sad. Annette, I appreciate that. My handle for Instagram, Peep This Out Reviews. Thank you so much for that. Maureen Descatato, have the 3 cheese of that Lay's is really good. We shall find out in a few minutes. Spoiler alert. You know I have the other one, right? I mean, come on. You already know. Portal Player, are you going to review the Heinz Dip and Crunch Burger? I have not seen that. What is that and where is it? That'd be kind of interesting. Lord Darkside, Jeff Goldblum will always be Dr. Ian Malcolm. Yes, he will. Immortalized with that one. And also Independence Day, of course. Absolutely. Even the sequel, which was kind of boo-boo. He was kind of weird in that one as well. Erna, do you know Whitney Houston's song I'll Always Love You from 1982, her latest hit? Yeah, her later hit. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. My sister's a fan of Whitney Houston also. A lot of that 80s stuff, of course. I do like Jeff Goldblum. Have you seen it? Absolutely. He's an awesome, awesome actor. Sebastian David Cronenberg, interesting director. Did The Fly with Jeff G. Yep, you already know what it is. You already know. So guys, let me just tell you, I just started Ozark, believe it or not. I finished Money Heist, which was a fantastic series on Netflix, and I needed something else to go into late at night. Typically after my editing sessions, I like to kind of zone out on like an episode or two of something super late night, like at 1, 2 in the morning. Something like that. And I got into Ozark because my wife was watching it and she's hooked on it. And she's like towards the end. I guess they're in the final season, the first half of the final season. But I'm already 3 episodes in, about to start the 4th one. And it is crazy. It is really, I mean, just Jason Bateman. I mean, he's one of the producers on that show. And I am just blown away by it so far. It's raw, in your face. And a lot of it is like, it'll make you like go, what? You know, it was just the first episode alone, you know, the setup in the very beginning. I was like, oh my God, really, really good stuff. So I'm watching that currently right now. I've got that to get through. Better Call Saul. I always have that shirt on, mostly when I do my reviews. It's coming back on April 18th. I am super excited. The final season begins and it's going to be pretty awesome. I think there's a lot of great TV out there. But definitely getting into Ozark. I'm really digging it so far. Right now I'm up to the part where they're setting up shop at the resort that they purchased. He's working on his laundering scheme stuff for the cartel, and we'll have to see what goes on from there. So I'm very excited to check it out for sure. Let's see here. Let me shoot down the line. Erna, so emotional. Yes. Where do heartbroken hearts go? Of course, huge with those. You already know. Larry, have you had a place called Oinkster in Eagle Rock? Yes, take a look at my LA Weeks review playlist that I actually have on the channel. You'll find some reviews from Oinkster in there. RDR. Big Dog, what do we have? Let's see. Ian, what is your favorite King Burger from Burger King? Oh, man. RDR, I'm surprised you don't know that. I talk about that every so often. The Farmhouse King, without a doubt. Bro, you already know. The Farmhouse King is ridiculous. The Garlic King is good too. I mean, obviously with the chips and all that good stuff, but that Farmhouse King with the egg on it, they haven't had one of the, like a prolific burger, in my opinion, since then. That has really come with it. I mean, anything with a fried egg coming from a fast food joint, you already know what it is. That is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Good times over there. But so, yes, that is definitely going to be my favorite, the Farmhouse King. I actually saw when that was coming out, actually, I was on my way to Disneyland. And when I saw that, I was like, man, I can't wait to get back home the next day and give that a shot and film it in the morning and give that a go. And it was amazing. It was amazing. And it's been amazing. They haven't done anything with it since. I don't know why. But it was so freaking delicious. So ridiculously bad for you as well. Bro, I think it was like 1,400 plus calories in that thing as well. But well worth it. Well worth it. It's going to be crazy. And yes, Lesser, Better Call Saul, it's been forever. The pandemic has really pushed everything back. Plus, Bob Odenkirk had that issue with his heart. And they had to stop filming for a while. Thankfully, he's okay. For sure. Drew, chips, dips, chains, whips, and bacon and burger. That's already what it is. Misty Smith, thanks for coming back. BDS, it's Beer Drank. What up, man? Thanks so much for jumping on. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Doing it big over on the channel over there. I'm telling you right now. Occasionally the food review goodies, of course, over at BDS for Beer Drink Shorty. But IPA goodness, all that whole scene, he's definitely got it down pat. Jump on over. It's Beer Drank is definitely one of the day ones and a real peep right over there. You already know. You already know, man. You already know. Let's see. Tiffany, did you enjoy the latest Cobra Kai season? Yes, it was awesome. And yes, Mike Barnes has to come in for season 5. They have to do that. I mean, they have to. They just have to. They're pretty much going to bring everyone around. I'm waiting for Hilary Swank to show up at this point. If they do that, that's going to be interesting. Considering that's in the Miyagi verse technically because he did that one. Michael Ironside I thought was pretty interesting in that film, The Next Karate Kid. But it would be great to see something like that. Shelly, finally tried Cinnabon. It's damn yummy. Absolutely. Absolute darn yummy. I said the real way. Cinnabon is bomb. Michael Domeyer, love the Farmhouse King. Yes, I'm telling you, that is just, they haven't had an awesome burger since. It's been a lot of retread with that, with the exception of a few things coming up. Down the road. Good times, good times. The whole day I spent mourning Whitney, and I've had a few drinks earlier for her as well. Oh, Erna, that's awesome. That's awesome. When you're a super fan of music, and especially when the stars, something happens to them, it's like you're connected emotionally like that. And I could totally relate. I know a lot of people freaked out when, everything happened with Michael Jackson. The Doors back in the day when I was a kid before my time, Morrison as well, Jim Morrison. Who else? Elvis Presley. I mean, whenever something tragically happens to these people, it's just a no-brainer situation. Ben Nguyen, what's fast food item you really miss on in 2021? Well, I've got the Farmhouse King on my brain right now, thanks to RDR Food Reviews. So I'm probably going to say that because that was just one of the greatest King burgers ever. Because it was a brunch burger, essentially. It was like having hash browns and egg, all of these things together on basically a double Whopper without the veggies, and with a special sauce that it had on it. It was such a banging freaking burger. It's one of my favorite videos one of my reviews, my older ones that I did that I, once in a blue moon, I kind of revisit to go check out the footage on that one. And it's really, really awesome. So I would like to see at least that type of return because BK is really big on coming back what's old is new again for just about all the fast food places, literally. Just so you guys know, the $5 big box at Popeyes is now the $6 big box. But if you get it on their app, you can get it for $5 because they're trying to push people to really get mobile with it. But that was always fun to do. Again, one of my early reviews back in the day. Everything is kind of stagnant with that, but there's so much out right now. You have a bunch of menu hacks. You have a bunch of pizzas from Pizza Hut. A bunch of surprises coming your way here very soon. There's a lot of stuff that's out there. And it's always around Super Bowl. This stuff always happens around Super Bowl. It's a very busy time for food reviewers, no doubt for that. So good times across the board. If you're part of that community and you're building that content, you have a lot to choose from right now, which is awesome. It's awesome. It's Beer Drank. Just checking in, bro. Be easy. Keep crushing it, man. I appreciate you. Shout outs to you and nothing but the best for you always, my friend. Always. Good times over there for BDS. You need to be jumping on over. It's Beer Drank. Subscribe. It's got some amazing content, an awesome personality, and just awesome content in general, especially the technical end of what he does. Pretty awesome stuff there. Shout outs to you, man. Shout outs to you. Jackie Hero, Cheese Whiz. Let's see. Let me go back up the line and see here. Annette, Carl's Jr. Breakfast burger is amazing. Yes, I've done that twice, I believe, on my channel. Wanted to kind of go back to see if it was just as good as I remembered the first time. One of my earlier reviews, I think, for that shoe. Dom's World, what would be your favorite item at Taco Bell? For me, it's the quesarito, and the crunch wrap is right up there with it. I mean, that's a classic one, to be honest with you, between those two. Shark Marls, let's see, a Jack in the Box. Had an egg in a sandwich. You can add an egg to a burger, but that's an awesome situation right there. Because they do breakfast all day anyway, that you can do pretty much anything you want if you ask, which is awesome. Ben Nguyen, the Cineminis, I'm sure will be back at some point in the future. That's always something that they kind of come out with every so often, and things just make the rounds. Saber Fam, what it do? What it be, what it do, Ian Rules. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm always putting the hand hearts up to all you guys right now. All right, last couple of things before we jump into the next review. Larry Nguyen, I went to Subway in West Covina. They had a sandwich called the Peep That's Out sandwich. What? That's horrible. You just want me to do a Subway sandwich. I know. That's true. You take a picture of that, Larry, and you send it to me on social media. I want to take a look at that. Go to Twitter. It's at Peep This Out or at Peep This Out Reviews on Instagram. I want to see that. Lord Voldemort, my wife makes homemade Crunchwrap Supremes. They're definitely pretty banging. I know my sister's a fan of those as well. We don't get them too often, but they are definitely good when you get them. Tiffany Shields, if you ever get a Whataburger, order a double meat Whataburger with cheese and grilled jalapenos. Ooh, sounds awesome. With large onion rings and spicy ketchup. Wow, that sounds amazing. And I'm hungry right now, man. I am hungry right now, too. I can't wait for some food after this. Erna, do you remember David Bowie? Of course. Absolutely. Classic stuff from David Bowie. Let's see. Apple One. Ian, do you edit in Premiere or Avid? Final Cut Pro 10. Always. I'm a huge Mac aficionado for Final Cut. I love producing on my MacBook. I definitely love it. I have a MacBook Pro, and I definitely love what I do on it. It is a blast. Okay, let's jump into the next review, and I think I've given it away early enough. You guys should know by now. We're going to get into this. Annette, what's for dinner? That's a good question. I do not know just yet. I'm kind of flying solo tonight here because the wifey is away, so I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing just yet. I may just make some eggs. I may even make an omelet. All this talk about eggs and Farmhouse King. I actually have some Angus burgers in the freezer. I can make an Angus burger from Trader Joe's, fry up an egg with some mozzarella cheese, and then pretty much have like a keto situation just to eat that and then watch some shows. So I think I may do that, Annette. I have a feeling I'm going to be cooking up a burger after we do this tonight here. Good times. We'll have to see. Hopefully that does it for you too, because that just sounds good to me right now. Definitely good stuff. Forget dinner. What about dessert? I'm still trying to work on those toffee Oreos, guys, and the ultimate chocolate Oreos. I've been like every other day, I've been taking a couple of those, one of each as I go. I'm trying to knock off the bag for that. So we'll have to see. Larry Nguyen, In-N-Out for dinner. No, I can't do it again. Can't do it again. And yes, have you seen it? I really hope that they bring out the Farmhouse King, the Pretzel Bacon King too. Yeah, those were awesome. I love reviewing the King burgers. Really, really good stuff. And again, Trav, if you're still watching this right now, I got to jump on over to your site there and take a look on your channel on what you thought of the Big King. I'll probably do that while I'm eating my burger, my omelet burger, so to speak. We'll have to compare notes and see what's going on with that. Okay, speaking of comparing notes, a lot of you guys already know what this is going to be like already because some of you have had this already. So let's get into it, guys. The layers, 3 cheese flavored. I am really hoping these are going to be a banging situation because how could it not be with 3 different cheeses? You guys know I'm a huge fan of cheese. I love cheese on anything. Cheesy pizza, cheese loaded anything, drippy goody stuff, no matter what it is on Instagram. I love watching pizza getting cut when it's being lifted. I drool late night. I'm like a lot of you guys. I definitely am down with heavy amounts of cheese. So we're gonna give this a shot right now and see exactly how cheesy this really is. And basically bite-sized layers of crispy layers, bite-sized layers, crispy layers, tasty layers, according to this. But the question is, will it look like the picture at least? Will it look like the picture? So we're going to try. Michael Domayer, it's Gouda cheese, cheddar cheese, and Parmesan. Wow, so it's going to have a little bit of pungentness with that Gouda. Let's see. That's awesome. Here we go. A little bit. A little bit of pungentness, more nacho cheese-like to me, though, to be honest. But as you can see, the shapes are still rigatoni-like, but they're kind of boo-boo still. I'm really disappointed that these are really kind of flattened out. And I guess it's the baking process. They feel kind of air-fried. They're not greasy in the hand at all. And they look interesting. And I know that it's contrasty. It's very orange looking. I mean, I know my white light over here is kind of blowing it out right now, but let's give this a shot, guys. 3 cheese flavored. Let's see if this is actually going to be as banging as it looks. Hopefully it's going to taste as good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Right away. Ooh. 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 That's pungent. Yeah, this has got a creamy flavor to it. And that could be me salivating while I'm chewing this. Mmm. Oh, yeah. Sis, I'm bringing this one over. I'm going to bring you this one. You're going to want to try this. This is good. Mmm. Oh. Forget this. Forget it. I should drop this down to like a 5 or 6 easily. Mmm. Wow. Yeah. It's got like a sour cream vibe. Randy Molina, it's better than the sour cream and onion flavor. You know what? I'm getting more of a sour cream type of vibe, like cheddar sour cream with this. It could be because I'm salivating. This thing really makes you salivate. And I think that's where that flavor is beginning to kind of kick in, because then everything congeals together and that flavor just pops. I wish I had like a pop animation or something to put on the screen for you. But I got to tell you, the quality of this one, Jay, I think this would go pretty amazing with the 4.5 dip. I'm telling you right now. Whatever dip that you guys decide to get for Super Bowl, I would dip into this, because this is seriously a dippable situation. Mmm. Actually, sis, I may need to bring you another bag. I don't know if this is going to make it to Sunday. I'm being real with you right now. It is so vibrant. I'm getting more Parmesan-y. And I don't want to say that the Gouda's in my head, because it's pungent. The flavor is strong on it. Way stronger than the sour cream and onion. This is easily the better of the two. I would rock out on these. If you see a display in the store, get a few bags of these. You are not going to be disappointed. Mmm. Oh, yeah. All day long with this one. Even with a cheese dip of some type. Like maybe like a chili or something like that. Kind of like putting some like crushed on top or something. I would easily rock that. Wow. Did I just lose a piece? Oh, man, I got to have to rewatch that. I think I just lost a piece real fast. Hey, it's a live show. Things happen the way that they do. I don't know what to tell you. All right. We'll see what that catches up in the chat. You guys will probably tell me. Last one over here before the rating comes in. But, man, this is really tasty, guys. I got to tell you, this is really, really tasty. I know that's contrasty, but I got to tell you, it works extremely well. 10 out of 10 on this, easily. And because it doesn't even look like the picture, I'm not minding it so much. The flavor is super strong. Mmm. Wow. That is really good. All right, one more, and then that is it for now. 22 pieces, though, at 150. That's not bad. Wow. That is really good. Jay, tonight for dinner is an egg on a burger and a side of those rockin' cheese layers. You know what? Jay, because I still have some of my quota left for my single serving of 22 chips, I'll probably take a few of those and maybe crush them up a little bit and maybe put that in with the egg with the cheese. What do you guys think of that? If that sounds like fire to you right now, give me a fire emoji over here, because I kind of feel like I want to do something kind of fun with that tonight, to be honest, because that really is good. Really good. All right. Let me jump back on over here real quick. Wow, we're already coming up on 5 to the hour already, guys. It has been a quick hour tonight. Michael Domayer, yes, those are better than the sour cream and onion. Absolutely, totally agree. Yeah, we got some fire emojis coming in here from all of you guys as well. I think I'm probably going to end up doing that. I think this, honestly, this would be good. Topped off with chili with maybe a little dab of sour cream or something. It's a very strong, pungent flavor. So even if you don't get it for the flavor or the type of, you know, the shape that it is for what it is, they all taste the same. As you're chewing it, eventually it's all the same. The flavor of what they're doing with this is a banging combination. And if it's truly that Gouda, Mike, like you're saying there, Gouda, Parmesan, and cheddar, yeah, there it is. Wow, that is crazy. That is awesome. That is really awesome. I'm definitely going to be getting this again as this is around. This is really good. And literally, this was gotten literally 2 blocks from me where I live. So I'm definitely going to be, I'm going to be picking these up for sure. Very, very tasty on that. Soft burger with some crunch would be a nice combo. Yes, I think so. I totally agree. I totally agree. Well, guys, I got to tell you, I am very excited for the weekend. I hope you guys are as well. This was the time to spend a little bit of good quality time with you guys, because I love doing these streams. I love doing them for you, and I love being here for you guys and interacting as much as humanly possible on here in the chat for all of my moderators. We have an amazing community here, like I always say, and I appreciate you guys jumping on over. And as we get ready for the festivities for the weekend, I wish you nothing but happiness this weekend and every day forward from tonight. Naturally, it's going to be a lot of fun. You know, let's just zone out, have a good time for the weekend. All kinds of content that's going to be coming up. You already know. Lots of stuff coming, guys. Like I said, there's a lot of reviews that are in the pipeline. So you may see like a dip between every other day or so, give or take, because I'm going to try and space a little bit. But we're finally going to knock out the rest of Mickey D's. Obviously, Pizza Hut is going to be knocked out. All of these are in the can already, so it's just kind of just waiting to go at the same time, but trying to space them with everything. So like I said, I wish I had somebody who can create and do all this stuff. I would just film it all. That would be amazing. RDR, Apple One, I love you too. I appreciate you. Erna, one of her first hits all at once. That's way back in the day. Erna, way back. RDR, if you were ever given a celebrity meal, what fast food chain would it be and the meal? The Peep This Out meal. Wow, you know, it would have to be something national, because it would have to be something that would be available nationwide, because normally I would love to do an In-N-Out thing, but they never do anything like that over here because it's always just the main menu. I would probably do as a BK situation, to be honest. I mean, I do a lot of BK reviews, and I really enjoy the stuff that they've got going there. Plus, they're a little bit more in terms of just the types of food that they have. Nothing against Mickey D's. I love McDonald's, but they're all variations of the same things that they all do. So there's nothing really quite different with what they are, except the name attached to it. So if I was going to do it, Robert, I would probably do like a Farmhouse King variant, you know, something like that. Something with like maybe like a triple variant, or something with like a triple Whopper, but instead it would be like you know, with an egg or something along those lines. Some type of seasoned fry, or better yet, I would actually do probably the Cheetos chicken rings, or the Cheetos, not the Cheetos chicken rings, the chicken fries that they had at one point when they were doing the Cheetos chicken fries, or something along the lines of the Cheetos chicken fries with onion ring sauce, because that's definitely a beautiful combination. I remember back in the day, and a variation of the Whopper, and a Coke Zero for me. I like Coke Zero. So that's what I would do if I was going to do the Peep This Out meal. It would have to be something like that. And I think it would fit pretty nicely in with the group of stuff that they have there. Now, they did a few of those celebrity meals, remember, a while back, a few months ago, with all the various versions of those. But I'd like to see a promo meal with a Farmhouse King offshoot variant, something like that. But I think chicken fries with like a nacho flavor on the outside, or a like Cheetos flavor with onion ring sauce. But you got to have the Coke Zero, because I'm definitely a fan of Coke Zero. So I think that would be the Peep This Out meal from BK. Would be pretty good. And I've done a lot of stuff in the background for other things. I would like to see that become a reality at some point. That would be kind of cool. I think that'd be a lot of fun. All right, let's see. Larry Nguyen, Ian K, I don't watch any other food review, just Peep This Out. I appreciate you. Thank you. There's a lot of amazing content creators out there. A lot of them are here in the chat right now, making themselves known. So make sure you do that. Make sure you check some peeps out there. There's some amazing people here, Larry. You already know. Aaron Trujillo, I'm doing okay, my friend. Thanks so much for jumping on. Yes, the Puppy Bowl on Animal Planet every year, Maureen Descatado. It's good times. It's good times. Benny, I'm excited this weekend because I get to join the View versus Streamer on the game. I'm captain for the View team. Very cool. Have fun with that. Have fun with that for sure. That's awesome. And shout outs to all of you guys who are going to be doing it up this weekend for the Super Bowl. No matter what you're going to be doing, do at least one thing on Super Bowl that's going to make you like super satisfied with food. Get something that you don't normally get, or just overindulge that one day on the one thing that you do love to get. And then just kind of, you know, shoot yourself the next morning that you did it. Like, why did I do that to myself? Why did I eat all of that? One day is not going to kill you. Enjoy yourself and just, you know, pace yourself naturally there with all that stuff as well. Last couple of things here. Annette Cervantes, oh, come on in. We all know you should do a Subway to do your celebrity meal. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Subway. Eat fresh. Hashtag unsponsored. Oh, too much, too much. Larry, I've actually done a 7-Eleven food review. Some sliders back in the day, some Slurpees back in the day. There's a few things that are on there. Drew is still itching for that 50K Subway meal. I'm not going to say no to it definitely, but we'll have to see as we get closer to that time. Maybe we'll see if I'll break it. We'll have to see what happens here. And all of you guys are putting it in terms of what you're going to be seeing for Super Bowl, who's going to win, what the score is going to be. Apple One, what's your plan once you order and try every fast food item at every restaurant? You never run out. There's always something new. It's either some type of protein with a carb, with some type of cheese on it, and some type of sauce that they do in a different combination. There is always something to review. Even if it's something that's on the menu as a regular item, there's always something to do. I'm not sure, I don't think we'll ever run out of things to review personally. Especially not this month. I'll tell you that. Ian Gibson, what's up? Have I tried the new Oreo ice cream products? I have not. No. I have not. Lactate for me, unfortunately, for a lot of these things in there. All right, and the last thing here before we actually go into the very last portion here, it's coming up on 9 o'clock. Going to get Jack in the Box for lunch the other day, and I was there before they closed trying the new Nacho Tiny Tacos, and they were sadly out of a bunch of stuff, so I sadly wasn't able to. Definitely make it a point to hit them up at some point and try that, whether it's that location or a different one. They're worth your time. They're definitely worth your time. So good times over there. Guys, enjoy the Super Bowl. Enjoy the Puppy Bowl. Last couple of things here. If Subway came out with the Farmhouse sub, would you review it? No. No, Jay. They would never do that because that name is trademarked, I think, with BK. Good times, good times. All right. So guys, just to finish this one out again, thank you for jumping on tonight. I hope you have enjoyed your time here on the chat. For those of you who are still with me right now, we're up to 44 peeps. It's been going up and down all throughout the hour. Give me a thumbs up here in the chat. Let me know that things are going as well as they possibly can with the stream up to this point as we're about to finish it out. Hit that like button down below. Let YouTube know I am doing a good job for you guys. I would greatly appreciate that on the way out if you haven't done it already. Or just click it, unclick it, whatever you want to do. That would be awesome. Jump over to RDR Food Reviews. Jump over to Beer Drank. You already know it's Beer Drank. Trav Tries if you're watching this still. Absolutely. Drew's Food Reviews. Jackie Hero Food Reviews. All the amazing peeps. KBD Productions TV. You guys all definitely make the world go round. I love being in the community with you guys. I love contributing to the community and being one big happy family. Just do what you guys do best, which is everything that you are doing already and then some. You guys definitely rock it, and I greatly appreciate you guys. We got thumbs up across the board over here. That is a beautiful situation. So guys, with that, this is Ian K officially closing out the live stream pre-Super Bowl weekend, Super Bowl Eve, so to speak, for Friday, February 11th, 2022. And like I always say, got brand new content every single week here on my channel. So why you stay tuned for that next review coming real soon. In the meantime, stay frosty. Good times, everybody. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here tonight. To Erna for the Whitney Houston goodies that are in there as well. Shout outs to Ed Keaton for your, I greatly appreciate you jumping on right now. And hopefully I distracted you enough from what's going on in your world right now as well. That is a heartbreak to go through what you're dealing with there. But just there has been a lot more brighter days than not. So definitely keep that perspective and definitely just do what you can to just be as easy as yourself and just let yourself go through the process. It's just very, very rough to do, but one day at a time. Shout outs to Sammy on getting his grant, 17 grand over to his college of choice. Shout outs to you guys. And to all of you guys who have contributed to here in the chat, whether it's on Super Chat, whether it's on PayPal, which I won't know till right after. Of course, you guys will be down below in the description box. As always, if you're watching this on the replay, you already know because you're down there as we speak. And of course, all the timestamp goodies are there for anything regarding the reviews will be found there as well too. So guys, plenty of reviews coming up this week. Again, you've got a lot of content, a lot of good stuff coming your way. I've had a lot of fun creating. A lot of the stuff I'm finally getting caught up on. So what you're seeing are the fruits of those labors. I'm having a blast doing thumbnails, all the fun stuff with it. Jump on over and take a look at the new content if you haven't already. And as we swing on over to my portal here so I can do my last little bit. Next review tomorrow, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, February 12th. It'll be 12 p.m. Noon Pacific Standard Time. I think I just said that. I'm going crazy right now because I can't wait to get into some food. You already know. And then the replay for this stream will be available on Super Bowl Sunday at 12 o'clock. However you guys watch that, hopefully some people will watch the replay on that day. But at the same time, it's there for you. And then we're back into the goodies as the week begins. We'll see about putting one out on Monday. I'm going to see how things go. But there's a plenty in the hopper already ready. It's just a matter of just scheduling a lot of these things. That's the main thing. But I think tomorrow should be a fun review for you. For some of you that are wondering, well, where's this one? You're about to find out what that is. So good times across the board. Appreciate you guys. Enjoy the weekend. And whatever you do, have pizza. Have pizza for me. Have pizza for me. Take a picture of it. Send it to me on social media. Let me know what your favorite pizza is or how much of it you're eating. I would love to see that. That would be just an amazing situation. So, guys, again, thanks for jumping on. It is officially 9:05 Pacific Standard Time, my time. Back east, it's after midnight, so welcome to your weekend. I appreciate you guys being here right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you all, and I will see you in the next review very soon, as in tomorrow. Peace. I'm out.